What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Take for Project Open Mic once again, and tonight we have the side chat. We're gonna have a cacophony of really topics we could talk about, but come on, the most major one is about election. So hey, it is what it is. So of course, let me introduce the crew, and we get into what we could talk about tonight. So with that said, Triple M, how you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Just got out the corner. Hey, anyone, ladies and gentlemen, you got something to air out? Just walk on over to the chit chat.
Chit chat. Side chat. Okay, if that's what you meant to say.
My mistake.
All right. Kanoshi, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Welcome to the end of America, everybody. All over.
Oh Lord. Mr. Anderson, is you there?
Yes.
Are you there?
1776 will commence again.
Wow, you guys have all the jokes tonight.
Really, I thought he was
You
going to
there?
go for
Are
the
you
George
there?
Orwell.
Was that a Alex Jones reference? 1776 will commence again.
Oh Lord.
Why not?
No, it's too much.
1776 was going to commence again.
All right. Let me put the screen up for the guys. All right, so yeah, we're here. We're gonna be talking about that's the election. All right. Let's, like I said, it is what it is. So last night you guys heard if you, I know, like I said, I don't have a lot of cross looking at the algorithms from certain things. We don't have a lot of cross traffic, which is kind of weird, but hey, I get it. So people could stay up later on Tuesday and Friday nights than on Thursday nights. So I understand. So last night on Project Overmind, episode 20 for the election 2020, and this is episode 13 of the side chat, which is unlucky, but
I did the
Anyway.
13.
I know,
Where's
right?
Freddy Krueger when you need one?
But anyway, so we have that. So last night I talked about the elections and also super debunked that whole voters fraud nonsense that people say, oh, that it doesn't happen. Yes, it
Never
does.
happened, ladies and gentlemen. It's just all lies.
Yeah, you go back.
say
You go if you want to see that. If you want to see that video where I showed all the evidence, everything, and I use all different sources. I didn't even. I could have used Fox News. I didn't even use Fox News. I use all liberal sources, and hell, I had NPR debunking themselves.
Which is outstanding.
They're like, oh, there's no voter fraud. Oh, but in North Carolina, where the GOP was doing the voter fraud, there's voter fraud. Okay. That's how that works.
I don't understand how people don't think there's voter fraud. I mean, people have to understand human nature, right? I mean,
Most do not. First of all, let's get it straight. A lot of people, like we said before we became live, most people vote by their feelings. They didn't vote by researching the things. If people if you really go to Biden's page, who wrote that stuff? Wow, it's crazy. Cause when I read most of his plans, two things pop in my mind: that ain't gonna happen, and how do you even think of this stuff?
yeah.
I'm like, it's right there in black and white on his page, and I'm like, what? Including the one where they talk about they're gonna try to do this new credit system, kind of like freaking China. I'm like, how about we don't do that?
No.
How about we don't do that, Mr. Sir? But you know.
Like, Mr. Biden, have you been to China lately? Oh, wait,
Well, yes, he has.
That's just
You've seen the videos of him with the wine glass and sharing shishi. I mean, you know. So let's not even think that.
right. Hey,
And for people out there, and for people out who want to know, yeah, according to what he said to Charlamagne the God, I'm a white man, so hell, let you know that.
yes, I'm a white man too.
I'm a white man. I am white.
In blackface?
Yes,
Did you guys
I'm being so
Speaking-
racist.
speaking of white, you guys referring to the racism about with the Cubans?
Yeah,
Cubans?
yeah. I thought,
Yeah,
but
how,
I know what's going on. But I talked about the thing and when they you call it, how should I say it? When the they were holding the Black Lives Matter were holding some of the Cuban stores and stuff for blackmail. Funny, but you were saying something different, Goy Konoshi.
yeah, there's a lot of racism with the because the liberals are mad that the Cubans in Florida voted for Trump. They're saying some of the most racist stuff on
Because
Twitter right now.
they know what socialism look like. That's why they ain't cling to a rubber raft to swim all the way up here to go back to what they had that back there.
Risking their life to get drowned or even
Yeah,
Desert.
Yeah, that's the sad part. A lot of people escape to America hoping the thing they're leaving behind isn't here, only to find out that it's here in mass.
more like it's been here. It was just hiding.
Now it's been out in the open all these years. It's only now people are noticing.
yep.
Well, it was in hiding before it popped its ugly head.
No, I mean we pushed. Look, we already done past the threshold in 2012. Majority of we are 50. We basically almost at 51, 49 of people who pay taxes and people who don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
And when I talk about the taxes, I'm talking about income tax and federal tax and all this stuff. People's like, oh well, yeah, yes, and people pay sales tax and all that stuff. That's pittance compared to you getting in my damn wallet, taking my money before I even got it. What Chris Rock said, that is not taxes. That's a jacking. Take out my money before even I get it. And other people don't understand, which is sad. A lot of people don't understand because they always think, oh, well, no, they forget about payroll tax. See, your employer pays taxes for you as well, a certain kind of tax for you too, which is kind of bull crap.
Thank you, government, for taking my money. You
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking my money, you asshole. That's I ain't got that clip nowhere to really. I really do got to get my clips situation straightened up.
Soundboard.
Yeah.
Wait, I forget. Can we swear here, or is that the other one?
No.
None. That's none of them, except for the gaming channel, which I don't give a butt about that one. You get close, but not too much. But no, that's just people don't understand it, and this is the thing that makes surprise me too. Do people not understand how government really works? I think they don't.
I don't
I think
so.
they think it's a magical.
See that same thing here.
I think it's a magical place where everything is pixies and fairies or something.
Everything is awesome. My goodness, I hate that.
So why did you do it?
Because it fits.
The reason I say that because, again, the government, other than maybe the military and of course the police, the firefighters, makes sense. The police, firefighters. There's some and food services. There are things that needs to be that are things, but most of the government is just paper pushing. It's just service. They don't provide a product, and the only way they
sometimes they don't provide the
Don't even
service
use
either.
the product that they're selling.
Yeah, and then the reason I said because they get paid because they take taxes from us. So now that a lot of us are not working, how would they get paid? Because they're still getting paid. So it's a Ponzi scheme, but people just think, oh, it's just that easy. That's why I said people don't know about people like they want $15 minimum wage. Do you understand what that would do?
Really, you want to get that?
You know, I think it was either Jack or Joe that said, you know, I know smart, successful people that don't know where taxes come from. It's just like, how do you not know that? let me learn in the first grade.
Well, one, they don't teach that no more really to a degree they're supposed to,
Because they
and
got
two,
something. Because they got
and
something
two,
else to teach.
and
Sorry.
two, most of these people just smart enough. Again, like remember I told you, a lot of these celebrities, rappers, singers, all this stuff, they don't know how much money they really got. They don't. They just know them. They heard about, oh, we make this much $1 million from the movie, but they have accountants, and accountants is
Yeah,
what
one,
the accountants will
one,
separate them, so they don't know really how much taxes they pay. If they really
one
do
of the
their own
thing,
shit, they will find out.
one of the things I learned is that when they say, for example, Apple is worth $1 trillion, well, they don't actually have $1 trillion on hand, or so it's like if you hear that somebody's worth this much money, they may not actually have that kind of money on hand.
No, Jeff Bezos is worth over $200 billion, but all that's his stocks and also the value of what his company costs. If Amazon goes down right now, does he have? Would he has close to $1 billion in cash? No, maybe I would say a couple hundred million. His house might worth money as well too, but if the company goes down, he ain't gonna worth nothing. It's all in an untangential. It's just like how you have a bank account. It's all zeros and ones. It's not physical money.
Yeah.
Because if save the money, if the bank system shut down right now, you could go and say, "Hey, I had $5,000 in this account." Not really. You just had zeros and ones.
Right.
But that why they're pushing the Bitcoin?
With that same thing, you can't. Bitcoin's the same thing as a bank. Made no difference. You don't. It's not a physical currency.
Ooh, I got some news to break to some people.
That's why people right now. That's why when every time the economy something happens wrong, when they had to be COVID or anything else, people go with gold and silver because it's a physical mineral that you could trade for. That's why back in the old days you had. Remember we were talking about this off here. We were talking about how the salt and pepper and all that stuff that was currency back in those days,
and they were fighting for it too.
Yeah, they started wars over spices.
Silly to us in the modern day, but back then, since that was the currency, more or less, of course, people would kill over it.
Yeah, because it was a physical thing.
And
digital world could be.
And they put value on it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but the digital world is gonna be whatever. Because look, like I said, go to Venezuela, $1,000 is basically $1,000 is to buy bread. It ain't worth nothing. The money ain't worth nothing.
Nothing. You can make a Gucci bag out of those bolivares.
Some did.
Yep.
Some has.
Or hey, remember that shortage of paper rolls? Well, there's your bolivares.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. But it is really Let me see. I want to try to go find I want to show this because money ain't worth nothing.
Not unless someone puts a value on it. And when the whole population
you can make diamonds or gold declare worthless, but somehow make something like bottle caps be the currency, then people started killing each other over bottle caps.
Yep. If people have the incentive to value the bottle caps, which I'm
just showing people on the screen right there. That's the Venezuelan money, and they're using it as making bags, handbags. These are hundreds of dollars. This is like $100 bills and stuff. They don't care that it's worth nothing. It is worth nothing. It's just paper.
Because the economy over there crashed
and you know more than that because you're already right. Your neighbors to Venezuela.
Oh yes, we got a lot of tourists. Oh, sorry, I mean refugees coming in.
That's funny. He said you said tourists, you smart ass.
Yeah, well, at least these tourists we send them back. He's trying to.
Well, I wish we could do that to an invited guests in this country.
Yeah, for some reason, there's a segment of people that call America so evil for doing that when literally every other country does this.
Yeah.
Blame the schools,
So
blame
you're
the
not going to
media.
condemn all those other countries?
Nope.
No, I blame
Some of these
Go ahead.
countries do some horrific atrocities constantly on a daily basis, and yet no one pays any mind here. It's all about, well, someone might have said something that might have hurt someone's feces, or someone didn't say anything at all. Let's fire him.
Yep. That is true.
Oh, he's not doing a good job? Oh, to give him time. He'll learn. Oh, he said something offensive? Fire!
Basically. But no, that you are correct about that. That's what happens. I mean, again, everybody's talking about. I'm like, go to any country out there. There's been racism happening. Hell, there's racism happening more now than then. I've said it before. Not only that, slavery too. But
Yep.
people have this. What the heck?
Now that's
Sorry, it's very windy here. Happy Thanksgiving, people.
Okay. Yeah, it's yeah, there more stuff happening around the world than before, but people just put blinders on and just want to sound
yeah, ironic. You got the information at your fingertips, but
Well,
still
like
choose to put blinders on.
It's like I said last night. I said that last night? We have more technology than anything. We have technology that could help us do stuff. But I think this technology is making us stupider.
Literally.
Yep. You got a lot of people who are dedicated more to taking each other down for entertainment purposes than really doing anything constructive with it.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Oh well, but then so that's a little what you see on the screen right now, just a little trick of what we're talking about. Wrong turn leads postal character arrest. Mail found in his car included absentee ballots. Oh, that's surprising. This is Buffalo News.
Oh, great Buffalo, you get into town. Sorry.
Again, I talked about it last night on the show, guys. Literally, and I'm gonna. Oh crap! I cannot play that.
Blast.
Play that the list I want to play because it's on a different setup. Give me a second. I don't want to shoot a video. I don't want you to just think that I doctored any audio or anything.
Oh yeah, so you wouldn't get accused of misinformation.
I know that, right?
Where it put together, and you guys did it for our the President Obama's administration before this. We put together,
YouTube?
I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
All right, so let me just repeat that for you. I'm going to.
Yeah, so I just wanted to play that for you. You see that he says what he said. Voter fraud. Well, he was correct. He was correct.
Amazing.
He was correct about that one.
Yeah. I'd like to see mail-in ballots become illegal, but
I said again, absentee ballots, no problem. I know what it was there for. That makes sense. If you want to say population has grown by a lot, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So we should change. So you should have a week of voting, not one day, a week. Tuesday to Tuesday, and the first Tuesday in November is done. No after crap. No after the fact that it is voting whatever. No, 1 week you vote, get it over with. Oh, that's the if your punk butt could not get to the damn polls, that's your problem.
No quote unquote emergency voting, no vote curing, whatever that means.
Yeah. Again, like I said before, you had all the industries against it. Again, go to the Project Open Mic on YouTube. You're gonna see the short video I did about it, and then last night I talked about the short. Not only cases where these people are convicted was on changing ballot, because NPR one of the smug ones were like voter fraud. When they said about Trump, they're saying voter fraud because it don't happen or whatever. It would take thousands. And one of the academics is like, it will take thousands. What would a person do thousands of dollars? Doing voter fraud is super illegal and have so much consequences. Only an academic could ever think of that stupid thing. Hey, killing is wrong too, but people still do it.
Doing it.
Robbing millions of dollars is wrong too, but people still do it. As I give example of the DMV license plate office in the Wake County part of North Carolina, lady stole $1 million. It was wrong, but she stole $1 million.
No,
so don't so that smugness of that can't happen. Yes, it can happen because people want to do it. And it was and then when he was saying that, he was saying like, oh, this can't happen because you're gonna take so much. Not really. Here's the problem: all the votes goes to a little funnel. And if you find a person like, I know, a judge or councilman or the people who call out of the vote ballots, they could toss, they could throw, they could change, they could do a lot of stuff. You don't need a lot of people. Yeah, you don't need a lot of people to do big voter fraud. People need to understand that.
Just one person.
But people don't understand that. They think, that can't happen. Yeah, it does happen. It is happening right now, sadly. But it is what it is. We're not gonna be like I say most as I said before. Most people who want, they were like, oh, the right, whatever. People are right. Yeah, you know what? They have jobs. That's why they're gonna be rioting. The people who are rioting in these cities that y'all talk about, they're people who don't have jobs and they ain't got nothing to do.
They don't care.
Nope. They do not care.
Tell that to the people on my job. If there's any rioters out there, they're for the orange one.
Who said where?
My job place.
Oh, that's what they think. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
I forget. They're in a bubble. They're literally in a bubble. Like they said with a girl when because I remember I'm gonna be vague. Be nice. Just to be nice.
Right.
Just to be nice.
You're a better man than me.
Yeah. A certain person entered my house and asked and started saying some stuff, and I was like, "Where the hell you get some of that stuff from?" And like, oh, this and that, and she was gonna try to show me some stuff on her phone. I'm like, I'm not even gonna go with that nonsense that you just said. And then the person said, well, China plateaued from the virus. I'm like, no, they did not.
No, they did not.
No, they did not. First of all, they don't tell us what's going on in that damn country. Okay, they don't. And again,
wait, no. I have to correct you. They'll tell us something, but it's not the truth.
And then our media tells
you ain't correct. Like I said, they don't tell you what's going on in the country, meaning that they don't tell you the truth in the country. My quote stands because they don't tell you what's going on in the country. The media don't know nothing. The country's controlled top to bottom by one government entity, which again, that's what people want to do. That's why I'm happy the Senate stayed where it is. Again, it's gonna protect certain things, but not fully. Because again, both Trump and Obama abused the executive orders. Both of them. I'm not gonna deny it.
Yeah, that needs to stop.
Both of them did.
That's obviously not going to, but the whole executive order thing, where did that even come from anyway?
No, it made sense in time of war or super emergency, but they use it as just a way to pass bills, but they shouldn't, because Congress on both sides don't legislate.
Are doing the job.
They ain't doing their job, and then the judges now has become the legislator, which they shouldn't, which they shouldn't be.
Oh.
Yeah, the Supreme Court.
The system's broken down. The system has broke down.
Yeah, it's broken. System's broken.
Because they should not have them. Because again, anyway, with the Affordable Health Care Act, aka Obamacare, people ain't gonna remember this because their memories are not that long and it's short sighted. They were arguing when they went into the Supreme Court because to pass a tax, Congress has to pass the bill. It wasn't passed by Congress; it was by the Senate when they had the supermajority in the Senate and tried to pass the bill for Obama to sign it. So it was illegal because Congress didn't legislate the bill. Well, the whole thing was they should it's illegal because they were arguing that, hey, this can't work because this is a tax and it's illegal. And then Justice Roberts said in his deposition saying that, yeah, it is a tax and it could be passed. I'm like, whoa. They were arguing against the tax. Now you're saying it is a tax?
It's a tax. Oh.
How that work? It's again a lot of these major things are lies. Again, I debunked the whole Roe versus Wade. The abortion thing with words from Ruth Bader Ginsburg herself saying that it was unjust. It was by judges in Texas that was not the Supreme Court, so it was just regular unelected judges that got this that passed it. Roe lied. It didn't happen. All of that didn't happen, but we're going over. We worry about we care about abortions, and people saying about women are gonna go back in the back court to do coat hanger abortions. Like, no, they're not. Stop lying. They won't. And again,
I never really got. I kind of thought I was suspicious. Were there really that many women going in back alleys trying to get an abortion?
No. And hell, there was a story came out 2 years ago. Featured the movie featured Dean Cain. Of course, they would never put that. They would never put that in mainstream.
Gosnell?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Gosnell?
Yeah, Gosnell. Yeah, they would never do that when he was doing all the illegal abortions. He was doing that. That was disgusting, man. Oh, that one, what he was doing, whatever. And again, when you were with the game, the business say about taking on abortion would hurt poor women. Question: keep your legs closed.
I was about to go in even much more. Never mind. You said it better.
No, keep your legs closed. Keep your legs closed. You will struggle way more if you had a child. In most cases, no ands, if, or buts. That's why I tell men because of how the court system is set up. Keep your dick in your pants. Yeah. Seriously.
Yep.
Don't turn those few minutes of joy into 18 years of pain.
Damn.
The fun times that actually have consequence.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it
Look
up.
what's going on right now.
Yep.
A lot of people had fun times back in the day. Now they're paying for it in court.
Got you.
Tenfolds.
Yeah. Wrap it up. Always wrap it up.
Put a knot on the dangler, man.
Seriously. You don't want to get screwed over by this.
Same.
Yeah, okay. Again, I'm gonna turn a few minutes of pleasure into 8 years of headache. Nah.
More like hell.
It was Chris Rock said himself. They would say like, life is short. Yeah, it's short. If you make the wrong decision, life is long. He's correct.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Life is short and sweet, but that one mistake makes it a long suffering.
If you make the wrong mistake,
why do you go back? Why?
I don't know. But that's just what I'm saying. You have that situation of that. You are gonna be. You're not gonna be doing that. Oh, excuse me. But
you do not.
What?
You do not want that experience.
Yeah, that's sure. But again, like I said, that's what they do now. But you gotta be careful with that, and that's why I talked about this stuff last night. Like I said, it's just you just can't. That like I said, I don't care for the abortion thing because I'm not standing for your sins. I just don't want my money going towards it. You want to do that, you take responsibility. I mean, the main the two major problem with America is one, we're saving too many stupid people, and two, there's no accountability. That's why America is falling down the road it's going through right now.
Yeah, that's why we're in this mess now.
Yeah, we're saving too many stupid people from their own consequences because they always want to be the victims, and everybody goes like, "Oh, it's not my fault that I did it. It is your fault.
Oh, it is your fault. You made the choice, the conscious decision of choice.
You did the own stuff." I was the man fault because he had to get. I always, like I said, with people always kid with some women were like, "Oh, it's the man's fault because he didn't want to take care of his kid." Okay, who opened the bank? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. If you have a bank, if you have a vault, no, it takes 2 to 10. And I'm not saying that the man is not a fault. It is in that regard. But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
People need to understand this. But people that was like I said, unless the think of your vajayjay as a vault, ladies, okay? Because I gotta think of it that way, because that kill me. All right, you're the only person who could enter the vault. You're the only person who could let somebody else enter the vault.
You are the key.
Because the only way that he gonna get into the vault is if he robbed the vault. And if he didn't rob the vault, you willingly let him into the vault.
Complicit.
Yes. Because men do not know when they're gonna have sex. No, if that people always say, "Oh, no, they don't." Women know when they're gonna have sex, not men. So,
Yep.
Now, women have just been taught that somebody else should be responsible for their mistakes.
I mean, what is it doing right now except blaming it entirely on men and asking men who were not even in there, not the ones who got them pregnant, to pay for their poor decisions?
Well, yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find because I wanna read this to you guys because this one's funny as hell, and it kind of makes sense too with Kamala, of course.
Oh.
And, again, like I said, she's gonna be the first black, and I put in quotation marks for those who are listening audio wise, because again, when she got introduced into the Senate, she said, "I'm the first American Indian woman."
Indian.
She never said black, but y'all let her. A person who arrested. And this is funny. That was said, like I said, the person who arrested a lot of black people, including black men, back when she was in California, slept with a black man to get power in the first place. With I forgot his name now. Dang it.
But that it's
Brown.
It's
I know Brown. I forgot his first. I know Brown. I forgot his first name. It's like that's whatever. As another friend, another person I don't watch was Anderson and Tripp knows about it. The only politician I know who went horizontal to go vertical.
Unfortunately, if she does come to pass, then that's pretty much going to be the standard implemented into all girls going forward.
Yeah, oh my goodness!
Like I'm like seriously, I can't. I don't. People say I'm supposed to have I can't have respect when people did things differently. They talk about, oh, you see, I give respect to, and I'm not talking about I respect the office. I will always respect the president's office because it is what it is. But like I said, with the person, like Obama, he got there on his own merits. He talked. He was a smooth talker. He had his thing, and he was a clear politician. I am not against that. That's what he got. He got voted. Hell, I voted for him in 2008, so I can't say nothing. I didn't like John McCain. That's really the reason. And I still proving that I didn't like John McCain. Boy, more and more that guy has become a pain in the butt. To learn it.
Post-mortem.
I know, right? But yeah, I'm not John McCain. So yeah, but he got there. He didn't, he got there with his little thing, and he said the right things and whatever. Kamala, no, she did not use her own merits to get what she gotta get to.
You know, I kind of
because wait, because the part that killed me is, remember, she was the first one to drop out of the it's like, how she become vice president is still crazy to me. Out of all the people, she dropped out first.
That's what I call a new defining new term for the back end.
Yeah, out of all the major people from Bernie Sanders and everything, yeah, she dropped out. The major ones, she dropped out first, and she's the one who called Joe Biden a rapist and a racist, and Joe Biden picked her to be his vice president.
I don't buy that whole nonsense. The whole, when she was, I forgot who she was interviewed by, but it's like, it's a, just saying that it's a debate. And she said that like 5 times and she was laughing.
Oh yeah. It was Colbert. It was Colbert.
Yeah, it's like, I don't buy that, because she was pretty upset when Tulsi Gabbard went after her.
And again, and it's not a woman thing, because I have no problem. Again, I have difficulties with Tulsi Gabbard, but I think Tulsi Gabbard a better choice.
Was a better choice, yeah.
Way better choice than Kamala Harris. I would vote for her more than Kamala any day.
And it's just like it's just obviously I think she probably meant those things that she said. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it is funny that she named herself as American Indian. By that notion, isn't she basically?
No, not American Indian. She never said that.
They gave her the title.
No, because her mother's from India.
India.
That's why she said, "I'm the first Indian woman in Congress, in the Senate." She never said black. She said Indian.
Yes, but I was going there because I'm like, isn't by that notion, didn't she just basically disown her father?
Well, technically speaking, when you go down and you figure out what I've watched both sides of the story, and to be honest, to see what her mother did to how the father and everything worked out, yeah, it's disgusting. It just is. I feel like I said,
she comes off as a bit crap
because the mother, when it got to the divorce, and the father wanted to have filed for the custody for the kids or whatever, she moved clear across the country to get another job.
Wow.
So but based indirectly disowning.
Yeah, because they went to British Columbia, or they went Eastern Canada. They went from California all the way to Eastern Canada. She took her two daughters.
But then ironic on the Breakfast Club saying that she was smoking.
That's why I said it's so weird. Again, as I said before, if you really watch her stuff, she got in Willie Brown. That's the name of the politician. Now I remember, she slept with Willie Brown. He gave her power to become a district attorney. She won it. She got district attorney. She was crappy at being district attorney because, again, my friend lost her 2 sons and her husband because of her decisions. And also on a previous video that I put on the channel called Police Are Not Angels, it was a black guy who was falsely accused and pleaded to her department to come in the department herself, and she didn't want to hear nothing of it. And then they come to find out that what all the evidence that was sent to it was basically not true, and of course
he's innocent.
I think he got what $5 million or something because of that, because he was innocent, a black man, of course, but coming to fight for the black people, and she was, as she said, I smoke a little weed. Her father was like, "Don't do that." Her father said, "Just because you from Jamaica don't mean that all that stuff. One, is a stereotype, but two, but two, she also was locking up people for smoking weed. But she was, but cracking jokes. Go ahead.
Didn't she say when she was in college, she was hanging out with her friends, listening to Dr. Dre, and the times that she was going to college?
Well, no, not Dre. It was Snoop and Tupac, and there wasn't the albums. They wasn't even known by that then. There was underground, and they weren't even labeled. There was just like, if you might have heard on a mixtape, and I doubt that back in those days that mixtape was. I think it was like 7 years before she said that, when it was 7 years before they even had their first album or started a mixtape in. Yeah. Just like, that woman is just she is the literal colored version, because again, she's only using black now. She's a literal color version of Hillary Clinton. She's a Hillary Clinton point.
Complete with a weird laugh.
Gag. I gotta do it. I couldn't
help it. My gosh.
I couldn't help it. I could not help that.
That is such cringe-worthy.
She has the same cringiness with like how Hillary Clinton, Pokemon. I don't know who made this app. Pokemon go to that polls, and it's just like when she was like, Joe Biden, and when she was in the debate, hey Joe, why can't we just say yes? Let's not say no, we can. Let's go, yes, we can. Gag. Oh my God, that was incredible.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Get ready to hear that laugh for the next 4 years, guys.
Goodness. Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and it's gonna be.
If by some miracle of God, this whole thing gets turned over and Trump gets his second term, you're gonna be hearing that laugh for the next 4 years.
Well, yeah, and she's going to look. If no if as a but, she's going to be president again, and she going, like I said, she jumped on everybody's coattails, not on her own merits, to become the first female president, making it make me feel more disgusted. Like, yeah.
He's gonna be the most disrespected president, that's for sure.
Oh boy, like we was talking before we went on live. If you think all of other countries was not nice when Obama was in offense, wait until we got the highest Biden administration.
Would think Trump's case is like baby step compared to what's going to happen.
But again, the other countries know that President Trump was not playing that game, so they that's why they back off. Ain't no way in the next year and a half you're gonna see China. If like I say, if Biden and Harris win, China and them gonna go after the South China Sea. They're not gonna back off.
Nope.
Yeah,
they're not. And Putin gonna do all the stuff he wants to do again. He was doing it with Obama. He stopped around Trump. People were like, "Oh, it was Trump and Putin were best friend." No, they won't. Okay,
they won't.
For a best friend to give all that all that tariffs. Wow, that's a best friend. Here you go, all these tariffs. You gonna pay all these taxes if we were making any stuff with you. And again, other than the Russian buzzing planes and whatever, after the missile launch in Syria, again, have Syria ever became a big thing? Nope. Nobody talk about Syria.
Nope. They kept quiet.
Russia. The only time Russia came up because of the whole for the whole impeachment. But other than that, Russia started any wars or anything with any other countries?
Nope.
But again, people stay in a bubble. That's what it is. They stay in a bubble. They don't look at this stuff outside, and that's why painstakingly last night when I showed all my video evidence, I did not use Fox News, because I don't want people to say, "Oh, that's the." Well, let me just disregard that because that's Fox News. They're right, and I keep on saying, 94% of people who vote in the media vote Democrat. That includes Fox News.
Fox News.
That includes them.
I know that a lot of your favorite TV shows over the years portrayed them as conservative, whatever. No, they're not.
The opinionated shows are, and that's why they separated. That's why I play that thing from John Stossel. See, CNN called their opinionated shows anchor news shows. They're not. They're opinion shows. Fox calls their opinionated shows opinionated shows. Grit Bear, he is anchor. He's not opinionated. Tucker Carlson, opinionated. Sean Hannity, opinionated. Laura Law, opinionated. That's just opinion. That's not Fox. That's not news. But people take it as that. Don, you see when Don Lemon, when he goes on his tirades, how that's an anchor? You tell me how that's an anchor. He goes to the tirade. I don't want this and all that. Like, oh please. Anyway, I want to read this. I know Kanoshi gonna think, so I'll put it on the screen. You've been seeing it on the screen for a while, so that you know this is pretty girl syndrome. The only reason this happened because of men. Majority of it. Not gonna lie, it is because I call it pretty girl syndrome because these are pretty girls who get most because men want to sleep with them. Let them say anything they want and give them anything they want just to get into bed with them, which is sickening and sad.
Yeah, I say yes, I understand, and so on.
Because if I hear my biggest turnoff is stupidity, and people talk about homophobic, xenophobic, I'm stupophobic. I hate you say stupid. Okay, I am literally stupophobic. Hate it.
I'd say I'm stupophobic too. I'm actually afraid for my life because of where I live.
I hate. It's a big turnoff. I don't care how cute and pretty you are. If you say something stupid, it's just whatever. So this girl here puts on because she's beautiful and she could say stuff like what she said right here. So this is what it's on the screen, but I'll read it to you guys. Men are put on this earth to be used. There's no such thing as a gold digger or using a man. It is in our nature to do just that. Y'all have no other importance on this earth other to be used. So don't at me. Zayla Ani Nadal.
Well, okay. I hope you don't mind being used then. If that's how you think. Don't complain about men using women.
Nope.
Yeah,
don't complain about it.
Yeah, it goes both sides, lady.
Yeah, but that's what I have.
I mean, if you're gonna have that mentality, look, yes, like Kanoshi said, don't be surprised that that's going to apply to you as well.
It is.
You just gotta sit down and take it. Sorry.
Yeah. But that's just how that is right there. So we're gonna have, hey, they feel that. They feel that.
Oh yeah, they're definitely feeling it.
Yep. And that's just how things are gonna be because again, how they change the rules and everything. And before I go into the question to go to check out what you guys are saying in the chat from 10.fm. Give me a second. I'm trying to bring the chat back up. Nope. Okay. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Dang it.
Yeah, changing it at the last minute.
Yeah. So what the heck is what I was gonna say is this. Again, I said I proved my points. I'm just repeating what I'm saying. Really, Biden had Hollywood, the TV industry, the award academies from the Oscars to the Emmys to the Grammys, the music industry. Yeah, but that's But some of the TV shows are not. Some of the TVs are not show.
Let's just say divisions of Hollywood.
Not really, again, because not all of those shows are shot in Hollywood. That's why
not all of them.
That's why I said, I give Hollywood its own thing for movies.
Righto.
Yeah, some of these.
He had all these things, and they still had to resort to stealing. They still had to resort to steal the election.
Well, that's what I'm trying to bring it down. Hollywood, TV, streaming, academia, the TVs, social media, tech giants, politicians on both sides, Republicans and Democrats.
Never Trumper.
And they also had to bend the rules in election by voting 2 months earlier than election, and people counting ballots that came in 3 days after, like in Georgia, for example. They bend the rules for this to stop this one person. That's why I said in that. That's why I said in that video. I'm not surprised that Biden would win, because when you got all that, as he said, that all that voter fraud, what do you expect me to think?
Yeah.
Yep. I guess they really didn't want to lose a second time.
Nope. And again, as bad as it is, like I said, the joke is I'm not black. I'm a white man, according to Joe Biden. So
exactly,
I'm wearing blackface. So I'm sorry that I'm being racist by wearing a blackface. You know, I'm a white man wearing a blackface. I'm wearing it very well though. Really good.
Yes.
It does look good on me.
It looks good on you. Yes.
So you tell me you're an Oreo?
I'm like, it looks better than mine.
Well, I'm not an Oreo. Remember, Joe Biden said if I don't vote for him, I ain't black. So you want if you understand when he said that, then you understand what happened. But I said
what he means. Yes,
I'm a white man.
Yeah, I'm not an American, but yeah, I'm not going to vote for you, Biden. So I'm not black either.
He always said black people. He said black people always have one. Then they think one way. They're not as diverse as the Hispanics and Latinos. I'm like, wow. Again, I don't know how much insult can Black America take, but they do take a lot of insults from the people they vote for.
Yeah, seems so.
Well, they're accustomed to it. They take a lot of abuse from their own people, especially their own women.
Speaking about their own woman, oh yes, you would. It would be a disgrace or a dishonor.
It's very funny how. It's really funny how black women hate white people, but they're the ones who want to date a white man so they can have a mixed baby, so their kids will have quote unquote good hair.
That's a general, yeah. And Koshi's talking
that's
in
a generalization
terms. Not all. We know that. We don't speak in absolute. Anybody that speaks in absolute is stupid.
Kenoshi,
because if we don't forget,
Kenoshi, I know someone who lost her brother, and somehow she turned her grief into a hatred of all men, especially black men. Tell me how that makes any sense.
Yeah,
all black men.
It's not even that, because again,
any black man escapes the plantation, but yeah, pretty much anything with the Y chromosome.
Like I said,
because daddy wasn't there.
I laugh at that situation too, because again, Kamala Harris married a white man, but hey, how that works out again. Except for the black man to get the power and married a white man. Boy, this is just a ball of stuff happening tonight.
I'm like, does that include gays too? Because technically they're men.
I don't know about that part, but anyway,
yeah, I'm a bit.
Excuse me if I drop out. The wind is very strong now. It's messing with the signal.
Oh, you getting signal back? You coming through clear, but okay. All right. Well, like I said, look at the chat and see what's going on here. I think maybe people got worn out this time, because, like I said, we had no, because we have on Tempo FM we have 1,500 people listening. Because last night I was surprised that I got close to 11,000 people watching last night on Tempo FM. But not only this is a low number for us, but hey, it is what it is. I call it as I see it. So
yep,
1,500.
1,500 still a lot.
Yeah, it's not like we usually, we did 8 and last time and stuff like that. But hey, so I'm just go through this. Judith Risley. Oh wow. Maybe people. If you're, I will ask this before I read this, because this person is reading this. if you're in America and you're listening to Tempo FM, because that could happen. That's how I listen to some because they do some music over there, like, and you coming through. You just go to Project Open Mic on YouTube and just click the subscribe button to help out. Because Judith Brisley's from New York. And she's saying history proves that Trump is and never has been racist. Technically speaking, really, if you really look into it, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Everybody would say he was racist, but what words he have, I don't get it. But whatever, it is what it is.
What exactly in his entire term has he done that can be considered racist or any kind of this?
Not because of how the people done it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because if he really is racist, then he is sure doing a bad job at it. I mean, heck, he could have just said,
Yeah.
Get away, Ice Cube. We don't need you.
I know, right? And if Biden and Hamas win, let me see what Lil Wayne and let's see what Ice Cube do. Are they gonna listen to them and imply those stuff? We're gonna see.
Oh, please prove me wrong, please.
Otis O'Neill from UK. If they hadn't stopped this time, why would they mail out 80 million ballots next election? Because this is the biggest turnout in election history by pushing again, adding 2 months to a day. That's messed up. It was a day to elect. Now you got 2 months.
Yeah, now we got a whole bunch of false ballots.
I know. Why wouldn't they spy on on any candidates or rubber stamp the Pfizer warrants? Why not let the son or brother make $1 million from China? What's the downside? Okay, you've been a smart ass, Otis. You've been a smart ass. Chris Talley from UK. Biden and China would be happy to see America go down the drain. Okay.
Yes. Just so they can point the finger, so no one else point fingers at them.
Dan Cox from again another person from America. Dan Cox from Seattle, Washington. Hey, again, thank you. Trump support should be protest like Antifa and BLM, mostly peaceful.
No.
Wait, listen to stop cut me off. Again,
Continue.
Trump supporters should protest like Antifa and BLM, most peaceful, of course. Oh wait, we have all the jobs to go to.
But for how much longer?
Yeah, because Biden said he's going to shut down this country for another 3 months.
Yep, and Fauci agrees with him, which is how that works out.
Oh my goodness. Well, there goes the stock market.
They don't care. They don't care about this stuff. Nothing's over. The corruption and fraud will be revealed. Brandon Atkins from UK. It's being revealed, but people don't do shit about it. Let's be honest. They just don't.
And not many is calling it out.
They don't do anything about it until they're forced to. Until it's too late or until they're forced to.
Yep.
Or in certain cases, you will have people saying, ha, 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 we were right all along. We were the enlightened.
Yep. Brandon Volker from Germany. Last night's show was great. Well, thank you, sir. I did try to do a good job on that. Kinsley Bay, we basically reading the same thing too. I didn't know how much fraud was going on until you showed some of the stuff last night. Yep, yeah. And I like I said in the show, I don't even get paid for this. I don't. This is just me on a computer. I'm just going on a computer doing a little couple searching or whatever, and I find these videos and clips and news articles and stuff, and just read them out to people because it happens. So if the journalists who get paid can't do that, but they get paid way more than I get paid, makes you feel how the system is. The elites did stop this. The elites wanted Trump was an anomaly, and the Republicans and the Democrats was like, What are you, man? You ain't supposed to be
be here.
You ain't not only be there. You ain't supposed to keep your campaign promises. How dare you? You're gonna make us look bad. So they got rid of him. That's just the way I see it.
Basically.
And again, if we didn't have COVID, if the COVID virus didn't happen, Trump would have won in a landslide. No if, no ands, no buts. Because the economy would have been roaring great still. And they would have never. Remember that quote? Remember that tweet that AOC deleted that we captured and I played when she said keep the economy closed because it's the only way to stop Donald Trump from winning. Look what remember what
literally doing that.
Remember what Bill Maher said? Shut down the economy. That's the only way to stop Donald Trump. Bring on a new recession. If that's the way to stop him, that's the only way they got to stop him. That's what happened.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's what they did. You literally did. They literally. That's what I said. All those organizations, Hollywood, all those guys said that stuff. You, John Oliver, you, Trevor Noah. They don't know. They talk a good game because they have a lot of staff and stuff. They do not know shit about shit. And I'm sorry for the word this time, but they really don't know what they're talking about when they do their joke. They just do it, and then they found they don't know really turn phrases into jokes. That's what they do. But yeah, that's what it is.
They don't actually know what they're talking about.
No, they don't actually know what they're talking about. You take Trevor Noah and you really ask them. If I guarantee if I get Trevor Noah, John Oliver, and ask them certain questions, they would not answer.
They would not answer.
They would not answer. They would not know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yep.
They won't. Remember, these people have a staff of people to feed them some stuff so they can make jokes out of it. And remember, they have a staff of joke writers. That's all they do. They're just the face of everything. That's why I give credit to Jon Stewart. He was a person who did his due diligence. Because he was when Obama said, and again when Obama said that you would not change your doctors. Jon Stewart played all the clips like, no, people change their doctors. He jumped on the Obama campaign, not only for the September 11th thing, because he's very passionate about the First Aid Act, which Trump signed in, but again, the Democrats didn't. But they didn't. Jon Stewart was passionate about his stuff, and that's why I respect him. Other people, not really. No, you gotta take the art from the artist, because again, you trade your soul. That's why I said when I was young, being in the music industry, I wanted a Grammy. Not no more. I don't care for it.
Same here.
If I gotta sell my soul for that piece of statue, I don't want it.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
There's too much cost.
And then and that's what I said. And no, whatever. And you would be surprised at how much Hollywood is deviant and despicable. It's been that for years, but they have such a good PR to cover up some stuff. Because again, I didn't say it in the show last night because I didn't want to whatever. But there's a weird reason why and I had to separate art from the artist. I respect the art of what he has done to the movie industry because I watch a lot of these movies, Tom Hanks. But his personal life is weird. And I think that's why he left the States.
Before
I leave it at that. I leave it at that. Since I don't have evidence, we don't want to put the show on for liability and anything like that. But let's just say, in my opinion, what I'm learning about is like, wow, a lot of you people are coming down from that, to find out that y'all are, because again, I remember a person asked me, "Oh, you wouldn't be intimidated or whatever by Beyonce?" No, she's a woman.
No,
she does just like any other women done. Because I was killing when they were like, "Oh, women, you intimidated by a woman." A special ex always used to tell me that she's like, "You intimidated by me." I said, "Look, there's only two women in the world ever got intimidated. It was my grandma and my mom. Nobody else. I am not intimidated by no female." And if I'm intimidated by a man, it's because a man could beat the crap out of me. That's why I'm intimidated.
I'm like, yeah, so you're telling me, I make a choice for a strategic escape, not even retreat, escape from a lady. That's me. That's me being intimidated. No.
Got you. Carlos Bonacare from Spain. Your republic is being stolen from underneath you. Wake up, America. Yeah. You got enough useful idiots, as Stalin says, to keep it going.
Yes.
So that's not the problem.
It's like what did I say before? You don't even have to take 51%. No, just to be small enough amount
Oh wow.
that would tear down everything.
From Portugal, Zoografia Zoografia Pusic, Pusic. It could be music. Yeah, well, yeah. Pusic.
I wish I could read those names for you.
No, I mean it's Pusick. If it was an M, it would have been music. So it gotta be Pusic.
Right.
I mean that's my pronunciation. Of course, in Portugal it might be a different thing. I don't see no we call it accent mark over it. I don't see no accent mark over it. So I'm just pronouncing like that. Anyway, she's being sarcastic. She says reparations for my stolen votes.
Wrong. That's a good one.
That's a messed up one. That's what it is. That's a messed up one.
Oh wow! Good one.
Serigo Baca right behind her says Jeffrey Epstein voted for Biden.
Oh, you know what? That's not far off. Seeing all those videos of Biden sniffing ladies' hair.
Ladies' hair? You mean kids' hair? That's so creepy.
I was being cordial, but you know what? Yeah, let's go 100% accurate.
Creepy as hell. You can see the little girls flinching like, ugh. Get away from me, old man.
But you know what? It's not even the kids' reaction. Just seeing Biden basically go down, bending over, goes down, go.
That is so creepy.
Woo!
JB from the UK. I can't believe we're having over 70. I can't believe that we have over 70 million communists living in America. Well, it's 330 million people in America, so that won't be surprising.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yep.
Small.
Yep.
But still a good amount.
That's what it is.
And they're in charge of the media, the schooling, almost everything.
Hollywood. No, sorry.
Lat Koev from Poland. Quotation mark. Men exist to serve women, and single women exist to serve their cats. That's a good one right there.
Burn.
Alona from Germany. She in the person you just talked about, she blatantly says this because she knows that weak men will still desire her regardless of what she says. Twitter is so toxic. Well, like I said before, that's called pretty girl syndrome. Pretty girls get away with more things than ugly women. Same thing with men, and pretty men, handsome men get away with things that an ugly man can never get away with. The problem is though, a lot of ugly women or mediocre women, to be honest, I'm not let's just be honest with it. They think they could get a lot of the pretty men, and they are picky as hell. Like I said, it's so weird to see a woman, your average, whatever, you get a guy, he might not look super great.
That's
but
not
he's
working out for them.
He might be a 7, you're a 4, and but he has all that other stuff. But you want a guy who's a 10. You're crazy.
Yeah, I knew girls like that. I knew girls who were this was going back before I found out about the whole manosphere, MGTOW, men's rights, all that stuff. This was back when I was elementary school, late elementary school, early middle school, where these really below average looking girls wanted the top tier guys. And I was just kind of like, well, I guess it's always been this way.
And they always want
It always will
they want 100%. They don't want 80%. The men do that too. Again, this is not all women. Men do the same thing too. But because I want to, I want to do some videos again. You'll see some more straight chaser videos that I want to do, because there's a video that came up with this woman. I love when they do that language crap. But she's like, well, I was going through a crappy situation with my boyfriend, and this guy, dated because it was fun. I felt his. He had a vibe. He had a different type of energy. I like how they changed the words to say, "Hey, just say you wanted to cheat on your boyfriend."
Exactly.
What video was this?
Don't give me Morse code.
No. It's you. I don't think you've seen it. Maybe you did or not, but it's just this girl was talking about why, if you let it's easy to let yourself get cheated on if you let it happen. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's easy for you to cheat if you let it happen because of outside influences. The problem is though.
Boy.
The problem is though, this lady, and she's beautiful. She never take responsibility. She always says, "Well, it was crappy, and my boyfriend didn't want this, and this, but I felt his vibe and the other new guy's vibe." Yeah, you felt it because it's you then, and if you go with that guy, and after a while, you're gonna feel bored, and you want to try to get another new guy that's fun. You're the kind of person. These are the kind of people who said they're like new cars every time. They always like, after a few years, I want a new car because it feels new and exciting.
Shoes.
It feels new and exciting. And after you wear it for a couple of times, you're like, I'm done with this. Let's go to the next something new, exciting.
Well, the thing is, I hate all these multiple terms like entanglement. They got into an entanglement. It's like
that is crazy with Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith.
You effed him, and he ejaculated inside of you. That's it. Like, quit with the whole magic. And you cheated on your husbands. Quit with the whole. This was some sort of
again. And if as we know this, if the roles were flipped, it would have been Will Smith would have been taken down. By these same black women.
Now, look what happened with Johnny Depp.
Yep. Well, Johnny Depp. And then
did he win that thing, or is he still fighting it?
He lost.
He lost.
Yeah, he lost. He also lost his career, apparently.
Yeah, because now he's out. There's a movie was supposed to come out in, and he's not in it too. Which would have made he was a perfect character for that person, but yeah, just how it is, man.
Run the courts. Hang the judges.
Well, it's not even that.
Send out the dogs.
Well,
the way things are going, I was surprised it started doing. Not saying you should do that.
And you should not do that. Okay.
Yeah,
you should not do that. I just don't like how the rules go towards, because again, remember these, a lot of these third wave feminists is like, we're strong, I'm here, whatever. But as soon as things don't go their way, they turn back to the little, oh, you're doing this because of a female, blah, 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 blah. So annoying. So annoying.
I'm like, stick with one character.
Okay. All right, Trip, I give you this one. YNG. How you pronounce that?
YMG?
YNG. Wang. Okay. I'm not trying to destroy you guys' names. It's just saying, hey, I'm from the Caribbean, mostly Western. I don't get it. Wang Wajen from France.
Wing.
Men don't ever get upset when the feminists speak up like this. We usually have to wait weeks, months, or even years to discover the indelible flaws. Let's send that thought, all thoughts and prayers.
Whoa.
Oh man. Ronan Jones from UK. They were pissed because Obama didn't have the balls to try this. Time for America to wake up.
A lot of people are awake. They just don't want to get up.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
They're just lying in their bed, looking out the window.
Exactly. What about that?
Contemplating whether they should get their foot on the blanket or not.
Go do something.
Akatavi Kruger from Germany. Even Stevie Wonder could see this election being stolen.
Yeah, I just don't. I just wish the apathy would be over. I wish people would stop. It would be less apathetic towards everything.
Got you.
Aren't there a lot of people who made a career out of being militantly apathetic?
That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how it just works out. Casey, Cassandra Moore from UK. Amazing. The people don't see that the polls, and we talked about it, how the polls were wrong, and that being that Biden was leading Trump by multiple by double digits, and it's such a close election. Yeah, the polls were wrong.
Yeah.
You can't trust the polls. You can't trust numbers. You can't really trust anything at the moment.
Jeffrey Tantham from New York. Hey, Jeffrey Tantham from New York. Didn't that feel weird that the cameras was being blocked like you showed in a video last night on Project Open Mic? Yeah, it is weird. There's a video. I wonder if I could find it. I'm sure you can. Where they were trying to count the votes and they were putting up stuff so regular people still could not see
cardboard on stuff.
I'm like, how is that? That don't you that isn't that kind of fishy already? Let me see if I can find that for you guys.
I'm like, it was bad enough that all stuff was going on, and then you're seeing someone putting
blocking the windows at these places, putting campaign posters, which is illegal outside these places. All these trucks, people giving Sharpies instead of pens to make their vote invalid.
Man, I hear about corruption, heard about corruption from government.
See it.
This is so in your face. It's like a murder in broad daylight in the center of the square, and the murderer just gets away with it.
Yep.
It sucks. These people are going to get away with it. Nobody's going to go to jail. Nobody's going to be held accountable.
Nobody went to jail nobody went to jail when the 2008 crash happened. Didn't know who did it.
Nobody went to jail. Yeah.
They know who. They literally do know who caused the crash in 2008. Well, it was uncommon all the time because again, let me help you out. This is why I said this is why I'm libertarian. And for people thinking, hey, we just attack it because of Biden or whatever. No. Basically, Bill Clinton he told Freddie Van Mac through them to tell all the banks, if you do not loan to low-income people to get house loans, we're gonna take away some of your funding from the government, the guarantee back numbers from funding. Clinton passed that back in '98. Now, Bush got in there and he knows that was wrong. Did he stop it? No. He propelled it more. So when two presidencies, a Republican and a Democrat, compounded, that's why the market crashed, because they know that they were selling these house bonds and stuff that ain't worth nothing. And people was not paying their loans because they got back. They should have never got some of their loans in the first place.
Speaking of crashes, If I were any of you, I would make sure to invest in something that's not going to end up, getting destroyed. Investing in a currency that's not going to end up destroying, because there's going to be a big bailout when the student loan crash happens.
Oh, that's
Probably going to be big bailouts. When that bubble pop, it's going to pop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is. Well, again, the student debt loan is going to pop. That's what, $1.3 trillion.
Yeah.
And again,
we're all going to feel it.
But yeah, we're all going to feel it. That's what they said. We're gonna bail them out, and we want free college. No. Again with Joe Biden, like again with the whole. Yeah, like I said, if you literally go to Joe Biden's page, maybe we might do that just for shits and giggles next week or something. I'm just saying. And you read through his plans, his policies. It's two things. That's crazy, and that's not gonna work. You're not getting rid of the oil industry. You just ain't. You can say all you want. I'm gonna get rid of fossil fuels. Okay, then let me see you you're gonna get rid of styrofoam. You're gonna get rid of plastic. You're not gonna get rid of rubber. You ain't gonna get rid of all the oil, and there's no electric equipment that can lift as much as diesel to move around heavy dirt or whatever. Because I ain't see no big trucks out there made with electric moving 10 tons of dirt.
Hey Tesla, start working on that.
It ain't gonna work again. It ain't gonna work because again you're gonna burn out some of the torque of electric motors is not like the torque of gas engines.
Yeah.
It's good to torque and if you have the same amount of weight to do it, whatever. But you add a significant more weight, whatever, you got the torque, yeah. But it's gonna grind because electric motors are different from gas motors. But people don't know that. And then me and Triple were talking about the whole thing, guys. We're talking about which I'm gonna do. I might do another series on this channel called like questions with who, why, where, what, who, whatever. Just ask the questions because again, this whole thing with Amazon and UPS and stuff, the whole drones thing for delivery.
Oh my goodness,
that makes no sense to me. Why would I? Why would it will be more? It will be one dangerous, but two, it will be less efficient to have these drones going to drop off a package for you. You have like 50,000 drones in the air. It best is just for a truck to go to a neighborhood and just, hey, here you go, 2 boxes, 1 boxes, 1 package. The truck is way more efficient than a drone any day.
But it's not the future. It's not cool. We got to get to the future. Drones, robots.
I literally made that joke, Anderson.
but it's just stupid because
right, fine, think alike.
It just again because people think about electricity. I give me a second. Because the reason I'm saying that I want to show why I'm saying not only because I am looking into stuff and I'm learning this stuff because this is part of my thing.
You know what's also the future? Some guy with another drone with a shotgun shooting the other drone because
well, we already seen
that. Yeah, we already seen that.
Hell, we know a guy who almost did that, but then you realize there might be legal consequences. Micro.
Wow.
No, he almost did that. He almost shot it out, but then remembered, wait, this could backfire spectacularly. Let me call someone.
I'm like last year, someone threw a drone right over where I live, and I'm like, someone could actually shoot that because.
Oh, snap! I forgot. I gotta. Oh man, I gotta tell you a joke today. Excuse me. I forgot the address. I can't think it. But the question I said what I said because look, as you can see on the screen.
Look how small that is.
I have drones. So I know when they tell you these drones are supposed to do 30 minutes and 34 minutes and stuff. But if it's windy out there, because again, what people need to understand, when the torque for the cars is on the ground, is a road, is a static medium. But for what these things do with electricity, it's in the air and water, like they want to do electric ships. Air and ships, and think about seawater and electric. That's gonna work very well.
Well, electrocution.
But air and water is fluid because air is a fluid too. So
Dynamic changing.
Thank you, because the road stays still no matter what. It might get slippery. It might get because of rain and snow, but it's still asphalt. It's still asphalt. But the wind could change at any second. So they're supposed to do about, they said they're supposed to do 30 minutes in the air. Okay, if it's a windy day, you
in
might
ideal conditions.
Yeah, thank you. And you might get about 11 or 12 on a really windy day. So think about it. This drone, so you're telling me this when a day comes like that, I mean, a drone like this or bigger than these supposed to carry a package, which we don't even know how much pounds they should be taking in the first place, to a door. Yep. It just makes no logical sense to do it. It's a waste of money. Something ain't right where people saying that's the future. That don't make sense to me.
Sense to me? That doesn't make sense to any of us.
The people who say that just don't think about it from every angle. There's a lot of things you gotta consider, but no, people just want the quote unquote future now.
Yeah.
And you think these drones will just do that, just deliver things? You don't think they'd be used for something else too?
I'm like, hey, is there any possibility that things can go wrong? And if they go wrong, is there a way that we can fix it?
Yeah, because who said
we can fix it? Will it cost?
And who said that you gonna have the right enough drone to fly from where it's supposed to fly all the way to your house and make it back? I just watched a little video of the new this one Mavic Mini 2 that just came on the Mavic 2. This guy flown 13,000 feet from where he was, and then he had to make it back to where he was, and he made it back when the battery got to 0 and it was over water and everything. That thing could have fallen in the air and jumped in the water.
That could have, he could have said bye bye.
But he landed it right on the back on the dock with 0%. Literally, he was 1-0, bam. I was like, what the heck? He said, man, I didn't know I could have pulled it. I thought I had to go fishing for my drone.
And you know what? That's a drone that didn't have anything attached to it.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that.
Yeah, there's another thing. It's not that people only order lightweight packages, the contents of which are light. Some people might want something very heavy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't understand when people say some of these things. It is weird. It is crazy. We're not getting rid of oil. We're not, this whole new credit system that Joe Biden wants to put in. I am not down for that nonsense. I don't want it. We already have a credit system. Is it perfect? No, but at least it's better because at least you know if people pay their bills or not. But I don't want this system where to stop gap inequity. We're gonna, if you're black, you get certain points. If you get, this is gonna be that is a cluster F. So basically, if you want to get the top score, you have to be a Hispanic, gay, transgender, one-armed person who believes in something just to get the top score. It just makes no living sense.
Seriously, what is?
Could I pretend or fake it?
Basically, most people do.
Yes.
Because you can't. How can you tell a person is homosexual unless you're in the bedroom and you see them having sex or you whatever? You can't tell.
Don't do that.
That's why that's why people didn't want it in California because of the lawsuits. Because people, when they fire you, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, you fired me because I'm a homosexual." No, because you're a crappy employee. No, I'm a homosexual, whatever, and they lose these lawsuits. Just stupid.
Look at the records.
And again, I'm just looking at an article right now. Democrats candidates say that male Trump voters hate black women. Black male Trump voters hate black women. You know what? I'm not even gonna go through that nonsense.
Yeah.
I'll leave it for another day because Maxine Waters. Because Maxine Waters said that. I'm like, you old beat up mitt. Shut up. 80 years old. Been in government for 40 years as well too, and your district has gotten crappier and crappier, and you don't. People. That's what a lot of people voted with how they feel because
feelings.
She does not live in. She does not live in the district, so she don't live in the district. So her constituents can't say anything. She lives away. She always said about black people. Stop the white man. Blah 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 blah. Live around white people in her $6 million mansion. Don't give. Oh my goodness! Wow, you people are crazy. You people are crazy. Let me see if I can find that video and just call it a night after that, guy. Sorry about that. I mean, I could, yeah. I want to
Because,
play that
We
video.
could literally go on for hours of these things, but
Go ahead,
Going
Cody.
back to the whole,
we all have a
going
life.
back to the whole drone thing, I just saw a video of one of the coolest things I've seen, and that's a drone with a flamethrower attached to it.
Well, they had one with a gun. They had one with a flamethrower. They have stuff that could do that.
Yes.
One with a rocket launcher, an RPG.
Not that one yet.
Yeah.
Well, technically speaking, that you got other stuff that are kind of drones. Those basically they call them UVA, which is unmanned aircraft vehicle. So you don't forget the military has those kind of drones that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How about a homemade one? And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised that someone might possibly do that. In the near future.
There's another thing. What about the
There you
small?
are.
What about the ones that are? What about the ones that are? Micro. Ooh. What about that? So give me a second here. I wanna show this just for people to see what I'm talking about.
This is a very small drone to spy on people. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, that's another thing I gotta talk about quickly before I'm done. Give me a second, cause that was funny as hell, and I think that was weird. So
even though probably terrifying in real life, is somebody making a real life version of the Green Goblin glider?
No. I mean, they are making it for fun and stuff with all that stuff like that, but I mean, that will not be practical enough.
Yeah.
They do have stuff that you could hover on and everything, hoverboards. They are, but not like what you said. So before, let me show this to you, like we were saying before. Right here, look at that. These are you're in this event. This is what they're doing, and you telling me I should do what now? They're literally putting cardboard up so you can see people try to look in to see when people are counting.
I'm like, what? How is this transparent?
Thank you.
That's completely the opposite.
Thank you.
And you know what? It's ironic that the same side that wants transparency is the same one that's covering those windows.
Well, like I said before, again, another thing about the President Trump, a lot of people don't understand, but in the modern history with all the technology, he's the most transparent president ever. Because of Twitter, and he can't.
And people don't like that.
Exactly. Because remember, there was like, because remember Obama said, "I'm gonna be the most transparent president ever." And what did the New York Times say at the time? And they are our champions for the Democrat Party. They said Obama was the most secretive president.
Most secretive president ever.
Like after he left office, he hasn't really said much except the only thing he's done is spy on the Trump campaign.
Yeah,
other than that, he's not really
doing
much of anything.
And basically being a mouthpiece for Joe Biden. Just ironic.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that makes sense. Him talking versus
he didn't seem like he was all in for Joe Biden though.
Well, remember he waited till he waited 2 months later after Joe secured a nomination to give his
word of approval.
Yeah. To back him because he could have backed Joe Biden back when he first entered the Democratic debate for the nominee. He didn't. He literally said Joe should have never run, but hey, see how that works out. Huh?
Yeah, how minds quickly change.
Well,
Medicare care.
Yep. And it's funny, Joe Biden said now Joe Biden is gonna take what they call Obamacare and call it Biden care. Can we stop with all these stupid cares? Trump care, Biden care. Trump didn't do that. That was people saying that to Trump care. But Trump care, Biden care, Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act was look, it had some good things in it. But the major problem I had with it, and it still is the major problem I had with it, because again, Obama said, you're not going to change your doctors. That was a lie. Number two, the major part of it, the number one reason why I was against it is because there was no way to fund the freaking thing. Everybody, because remember he said at the beginning, everybody's going to pay into this. I said, okay, if everybody's paying into this,
everyone, I mean everyone,
then I have no problem with this. But then Congress and the Senate, which was run by Democrats at the time when this passed back in 2008 and 2009, it was a majority Democrats Congress and a super majority in the Senate and Obama. When they passed it, who was wait they said they get exempted out of it. Wait, whoa. You wrote the bill and you get out of the bill. It's like you made the car and you're not driving in the car. I got a problem with that.
Man,
I got a major problem with that.
Doesn't that reminds of AOC's new Green Deal?
Yep. Again, yeah, she came with the whole new Green Deal. When it came up to a vote, did she vote for her new Green Deal? Nope.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her hands going up.
Well, no, she didn't vote. She didn't vote for her own deal.
No, of course.
But that's weird.
Yeah, that's red flag.
Yeah, but like I said, the healthcare, the Affordable Health Care Act, Congress got out of it, Senate got out of it. Then, what was it? The union started to get out of it. Then they said anybody who make under less $20,000 are exempted from this. Then I'm like, wait a minute. All these people ain't paying this. Basically, it's the middle class. So I was like, by that definition, we're gonna think. Now it's sad enough in North Carolina. I get next example. Excuse me. In North Carolina, Dan Forrest lost to Roy Cooper, who's the governor thing. And the biggest thing they had against Dan Forrest, which it was the Republican to win, there was like Dan Forrest. We don't need to. We gotta vote for Roy Cooper because Dan Forrest was against expanding Medicaid, which he's correct because Medicaid is underfunded. It is broke. So is Social Security. It is broke. So why would you expand something that's already broke? It's like why would I get on a boat that has 50 holes?
I mean, at the end of the day, something needs to be done with healthcare because the healthcare system that we have, before the Affordable Care Act, is pretty broken.
It was bad, but it's because like maybe we need to do a project with Michael show about it because I've looked into when Bernie's is weird when people start looking into certain things. Bernie Sanders is basically like a canary in a coal mine. He was like, let's do these things like they do in Sweden. Okay, I looked into the Sweden thing. I'm like, and I looked at it to see, hey, what does Sweden do? Because all I think is just a socialized medicine. That's all I think it is. When you really go look at it, and again, the president of Sweden says, the king of, he was saying like, we do not do social stuff. It is a capitalist democracy here. Stop it. Stop saying that it's a socialist thing. It's not. But when I look into Sweden stuff, I was like, you know what, Bernie, you're correct. Sweden should be a way to do it. And then after that, have you heard when Bernie went from for president the second time, he never brought up Sweden again.
Ever again.
Because what happened is Sweden, America has 5 major companies. Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah. Sweden has like 120.
200.
200.
They have different companies. It's just like a car.
They're actually competing.
And they could compete. So if you don't like that, you go to another place. Look what's going on with the mobile industry. You had a lot of mobile places all over, and all of them are falling into each other. Sprint just got falling into T-Mobile. See how that works. Look at the airlines. The same thing to the airlines. He's got a bunch of airlines, and they get falling into each other. Now you got only Delta in America, the biggest airline, and Southwest, the biggest airlines really in America. Competition is, but big competition is better, and that's why Sweden do it. If they're gonna do that, I have no problem with that. But when you have only 5 companies to do stuff, yeah. I already done told a story about how they laid off doctors because of the COVID to do elective surgery because they say they're not necessary. I'm like, what? Not essential. You're a doctor. You are essential. And I also hate that word. I also hate that word because your job is essential to you. That's how you pay your bills. So it's crazy. Yeah. That's why I always say I hate people who can't get fired, telling other people who can't get fired how to live their life. Man, that's ridiculous and unfair. But
the people claiming what is essential, what's not, are the most unessential people currently alive.
Literally, you're right. Yes, a lot of the government is non-essential. A lot of the government non-essential.
Yep.
We don't need them. And again, I don't. That's what I said. We're like, I wish we could split up. If we're going to be split, I wish we could split more in this regard, because there's a reason why. And I told Trip that when I was coming home. I am 38 years old. I am never ever going to be living in a city ever again. I'm staying in the countryside.
Yeah.
If I gotta drive 2 hours to work, I'll do that. I cannot live in
So
the city.
be it.
I can't live in the city. I like my peace and quiet. I like that nobody's in my daggone business. I just like, I don't need a government to tell me how to do stuff. I'm not a baby. But people in the city in most cases do for some weird reason. So nope. So to anyone I was gonna say, I don't think it's not a good idea to show it. I could tell you what happened, but it was funny as hell when it happened. In a job of doing CAD work and everything for the job my day job that I do for and everything, we use something called GIS to look at information about properties and stuff. It's public information, so you can look at stuff. So sometimes you need street views to look at the do the CAD to draw certain things. You need a street views of the house just to see what it is. Again, public information, Google Street, can't do nothing about it. That's just what it is. So here's the funny part. So I was looking at this. I was looking at this this property, and I'm trying to draw certain to see where the power lines go and everything to see what's going on. So I clicked on the property behind me, and I at first when it happened, I was like, "Wait, did I click on the wrong thing? I must have clicked on the wrong thing." So I exit the window, click it again. The street view came up. It was inside this man's basement.
Wow.
And I mean it was a whole 360 view, dude, inside this man's basement. I was like, what the hell? How the hell the car get in? I'm joking. I know the car didn't get in. I'm like, well, how this glitch get into that though?
Yeah, that's creepy.
I'm like, did this person gave Google permission to do that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's a private house. I was like, what the heck? Holy smoke. I'm like, wait. That's why I said when I first clicked on it, I was like, it must be a glitch. I clicked the wrong thing. Look, click it off. Look back in there. Nope. The man's furnace, the man's doors, the basement. I was like, what the heck is going on here, Google? I gotta make sure you guys in on. That's what, like I said last night. Put a VPN on these damn devices, people.
Exactly.
Seriously.
I'm gonna need your help with that one.
Huh?
Later. You can help me out with that one.
Yeah, basically the program I sent to your computer that I have.
No, from my phone.
It's for phone too. It is for phones.
Oh.
But yeah,
okay.
Put a VPN and stuff like that, people, because if they could take pictures of your whole house and whatever. And trust me, seeing what AOC said about keeping up lists of who voted for President Trump. Yeah,
that's not far off.
Be careful what people do, because again, the censorship, again, like she said last week, when the revolution happened, the people who was basically for the revolution, they were the first one.
They were the first one to get decapitated.
Yeah, the Blasio I forgot to call it in Russia. The Blasio Fair people was the ones who got their self shot first, and they're the ones who was the useful idiots to create this thing. Telling you. So, but again, that just I'll end it on that, guys. Thank you all for joining us. I get it. I had to end it on that one because you guys reminded me of the privacy. Konoshi was one reminded me of the privacy thing. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. That was crazy. I was like, what the heck is that?
Was.
Yep. So with that said, again, thank you guys for joining us for another side chat. Basically, let me see. I'm gonna let everybody else go. Kanoshi, you got anything you want to say to the folks before we finish?
Yeah, get ready for the boogaloo.
Got you. Mr. Anderson, what about you?
be prepared, people. Take this time before it all comes down to prepare.
All right. Triple M, how about you?
I got two things to say. One, just because someone mentions about a civil war doesn't mean they want it to happen. Well, if you know what one side is basically is for it, but the other side is like, hey, we are just saying this because we're seeing traction of something like this is like going on. So all I can say, hey, just prep. And two, ladies and gentlemen, when you leave your house, remember to turn off just about every device that runs off on the internet. Just saying.
If you can. But yeah, I got you. All right, and of course for me, yo, like I said, it's been a crazy week. Things is gonna happen. What?
Also turn off your Bluetooth too, because they can blue dial into your computers and phones as well.
Got you. But again, as I said before, that's why you need a VPN. Anyway, as I stated before, thank you guys for joining us again. You know, if you want to check out a good video, that like I said, check out Project Open Mic 20. We are going to the voters for more detail, more precise, showing that the media themselves are contradicting their own selves, and what ironic, more into that. Now again, yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, I won't be surprised. Like in the video I put out, that Biden wins. It is what it is. Kamala Harris is president. We're gonna see this. If that's the case, we'll see how this goes out. Generate whatever, but again, life goes on. It moves on. Work keeps spinning. So what else can you do? So with that,
they be spinning, brother. They be spinning.
With that, you just keep yourself safe. You have a good weekend, with storms and everything that's going on. Just keep yourself safe. Be careful from everything, and you know what it is this. Evil comes in all shapes, size, color, creeds, race, height, gender, sexuality, nation, nationality. Evil is just evil, and also always people are stupid, as we see with elections for sure. People are stupid, individuals are smart. Be that smart individual. So this is Stig of Project Open Mic and the guys right here. Wishing you all a good weekend. Peace out.
Research.